In our last episode, we made it to our bucket list destination of Princess Louisa. We explored many of the waterfalls, marveled at the massive granite walls, while soaking in the splendor of this majestic anchorage. We hiked almost 2,000 feet straight up to the trapper's cabin and then enjoyed swimming in the 70-degree water. The morning we were set to travel further north, we hit a major road bump and our cruising plans came to an abrupt halt. As is with all boats, old or new, something eventually breaks. In our case, it was our newly installed inverter. We now had to travel approximately 180 nautical miles back to Seattle for warranty repairs. After 15 days in Seattle, we were back on our way. Hi, Mr. Seagull. Making our way north again, determined to catch up with our boating buddies, we spent 2 long cruising days. We stopped first in Sydney, BC, where we checked back into Canada, and then anchored again in Pendrell Harbor. From Pendrell Harbor, we cruised to Savary Island and met back up with our boating buddies. They were visiting with their good friends who have beachfront property on the island. We anchored at Savary Island for the night in about 70 feet of water. There was no wind and the holding was good. Savary Island has some of the warmest water north of Mexico, along with stunning ocean and mountain views and some of the prettiest sunsets we have seen. We kayaked ashore and let our pups swim, roll, and run on the white sandy beaches. Tired dogs are good dogs. After a great time at Savary Island, we were off again. Our destination is Pendrell Sound. Pendrell Sound is located in the Discovery Islands of British Columbia and is another famous anchorage for its tepid waters and beauty. Pendrell Sound is an oddity of nature and geography since it is located near a tidal zone where the Johnstone Strait and Georgia Strait collide. The water is deep, but with very limited water circulation and drainage, so the result is warm water near the surface that ranges from 74 to 80 degrees. After we had scoped out the anchorage, we found a spot to set a stern tie. Since the water is too deep to anchor in the middle, we have to get fairly close to shore where it is shallow enough to set an anchor on the shelf and then tie to land so we don't swing around and pull out our anchor. Stern anchoring can be tricky, and we are still perfecting this skill. Once we set our anchor, we have to work fairly quickly to set a stern line ashore. Mike has kayaked to the shore and found a large sturdy rock to tie our stern line around. Meanwhile, I work on paying out the line as he makes adjustments and keeping the bow of the boat straight. Our preferred line for setting a stern tie is called Dyneema. Dyneema is lightweight yet very strong and floats in water. The type we use is flat and stores nicely on a stern line webbing reel. Once we have the stern line tied off, we proceed with tightening the lines and anchor chain until we are happy with our set. If buddy boating, then our buddy boat also drops an anchor before rafting off our side. Now it's time to get the dinghy down and go exploring.
I'm just like, what?
We had read in another cruiser's blog that there was a good hiking trail and some logging roads marked by a large rock cairn a short ways into the south side of the lagoon. We were thrilled to find the trail and be able to stretch our legs and let the dogs get in a good walk. The trail was pretty overgrown but easily walkable, with gorgeous views and scenery. We discovered a beaver dam and identified plants we don't normally see. We even met a sentry on the logging road we thought was abandoned. Shortly after, we heard a large blast that may have been cause for alarm if we hadn't spoken with the sentry and been advised they were actively logging. Needless to say, the next day we hiked in the opposite direction. So what do you do after a sweaty hike? Yep, blow up those water toys and swim. With water temperatures in the mid-70s, both humans and dogs took to floating and swimming. We didn't have a care in the world, and our biggest problem was floating on the pink flamingo that refused to take a rider. It was a great day of relaxing and soaking in the sun.
now. Try to turn over.
Try to mount that thing.
Tippy.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
It's got training wheels. It should be on there. Oh shit!
That's what happened to me. And I went triple up.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Flamingo just doesn't want to ride her.
No.
So get off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're on it. Down behind you. We're trying to go for a ride. Pipe, are you ready to get? Where are you gonna go? Is it your turn, Drew? Come on, puppy. Yeah, well, they have us when they're on. Maybe the summer time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.